I was a rock maintenance supervisor in the underground complex from 1991 to 2016. So that's a quarter of a century underground. I was in charge of a crew of miners that went around and maintenance work. So removing loose rock, installing rock bolts and ground support. We did a lot of moving equipment, slinging, hoisting, rigging kind of work. Washing, we washed the place from top to bottom and cleaned out the pits, other stuff. It was very unique from a mining perspective. It's the nicest hole in the ground I've ever worked in. And other mining contractors that come and do work there, they'll all say the same thing. This is awesome place to work. This is a nicest hole in the ground they've ever worked in. And for rock perspective, they have appreciation for the methods that they used way back whenever they excavated it. They controlled blasting and stuff like that, using stick powder instead of the new modern methods. It really makes ground control, it simplifies ground control. Well, it was very unique indeed. I was not used to the protocol with the military protocol, how to do stuff and how regimented stuff was, and the amount of planning going into any work. Yeah, due to the security of the place, I guess. But the place had a feel, the 007 feel about it, with all of the Cold War enhancements that they had, was pretty impressive. I had to get used to seeing people walking around with no hard hat on, I was shocked. No hard hat, sandals, running shoes, high heels. Never see that underground anywhere. Oh yeah, some unique stuff like rollerblading down the south tunnel. That was, I didn't do it, but I seen somebody else do it on a regular basis for PT. The run of the rock, where everybody just ran through from south to north, wearing nothing but t-shirt, shorts, running shoes, and a smile. That was, from a mining perspective, that's a no-no. Oh, I'm definitely proud of the work I've done down there. I had to explain why stuff had to be done, like, for example, explanation of rock bolts. What are they for? Sometimes it's difficult for me to explain to a layman what's the score. So yeah, that took some getting used to. Definitely, it was all worthwhile because that was the NATO NORAD mission, and that's what it was all about. Something else we used to say down there was, it's the underground is like it's like Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And when I moved to surface, that's when the guys up here were saying, okay, so you can tell us now what was going on down there. Or is it still the same as Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in the underground stays in the underground. So I kept most of it in the underground. It's all staying right down there. And there was a few shenanigans that, yeah. Every place has got shenanigans. We were no different. We just had better ones.